The Sundowns Academy has been tasked with creating well-rounded footballers that will be able to compete at the highest level. And a large part of this development is ensuring that the players receive the best education possible. Clapham High School, a school of the highest pedigree and steeped in history, was recently chosen as the academic home of the Sundowns Youth Academy.
I know that Sundowns is a fantastic soccer club, and when I heard they were looking for a school, I thought, why not us?
The school was established in 1948. We are one of the top schools in our district. I'm in the privileged position that on my staff, 2 members of staff are actually serving on national examination panels. So when it comes to the academics, that is the level that we are teaching at.
Our school looks to be the best in academics and to be the best in sport.
59 players will complete their high school education at Clapham.
Education is very, very important. These young players, some of them may not make it at the highest level in football in South Africa, but we would have given them an opportunity to build a career, would have educated them in an excellent academic institution, and they can pursue careers in various other disciplines.
And it's just a matter of ensuring that they are up to standard and make them aware that you want them to perform academically and not just on the sports field.
But is focusing on academics really that important for someone choosing sport as a career?
Many of the learners do have these ideals and dreams that they are going to be sportsmen. It is so easy for some of them just to actually pick up an injury and, what do they do then?
So they need to have academics, they need to have something behind them, so that the day they give up soccer, the day that soccer gives up on them, they've at least got something to fall back on.
So we will provide them with the academic background.
They can then concentrate on their soccer, on their football, and they can play to the best of their ability.
Clapham also has superb sporting facilities that the academy can use to train future Sundown stars.
We are fortunate enough that we are in an environment where it is a professional setup. We are fortunate enough that we have everything in terms of resources at our disposal.
This is a real academy. This is the facility that we want and that we think Mamelodi Sundowns will need to progress.
A solid education provides future players with an alternative to a career in football and has other benefits too.
You got to do well in school because this helps you in terms of memory recall, in terms of processing information that you have been given. And all of these are fundamentals that improve the player on a holistic level.
We need players that will improve at the school because at the same time they can grow also on the field.
You have to look at that. You have to say to the players, listen boys, when we have time off, you got to work on your studies. You've got to put in a little bit more effort.
And I think that is good for the kids and good for Sundowns also.
The road to a place in top-flight football is not an easy one. It requires tremendous dedication from an early age.
They need to get on the bus early in the morning. They need to be here by about 7:20. From 7:20, they'll have devotions, then they go to classes. For the break in between, we end at about 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, they then go down to the fields and start their practice. And they're here sometimes till after 6 o'clock. And then they go home and do their homework. These guys are busy 7 days a week as well. And you really got to manage your time. You've got to be dedicated. It's not easy at all.
We know that it's not easy for these guys, but they have a dream. Okay, this dream is play for Sundowns, and I think that if these players will follow the way that they are following now, they can be a professional player for Sundowns at the future. At this moment in the team under 15, we have 18 players, 2 goalkeepers and 16 players.
We are fortunate enough to have players of very good ability. You just need to work a little bit on the tactical aspects of the way the Johan Cruyff wants football to be played within a certain system, but that is all work in progress.
We can divide our training in 2 parts, no? We can divide in the technical and in the tactical way. When we are talking about the technical skills that Johan Cruyff wants to improve in our players, okay? We are talking about shooting, we are talking about receiving, we are talking about dribbling, for example. When we are talking about tactical, the most important thing is that we want great players that can make decisions on the field, okay? Can choose the best option, they can dribbling or they can pass.
That's why we try and improve them, make them better, and make them in a few years, maybe a year or 2, to be ready to play in the first team.
When they work a lot of years practicing in this system and playing this system, so it is not new for them when they make the step to the first team. So we give a lot of attention to it. Hopefully a lot of the young boys break through. and that maybe in the future we can see a lot of our own players playing in the first team.
Our academy, it's a medium to long-term initiative. It's wonderful to see that we're already making some benefits in the short term. But I'm even more confident that Mamelodi Sundowns will benefit, but football as a whole in South Africa will benefit.
5 players have recently been promoted to the main team, in line with the club's policy of developing talent from its academy. So it appears football is already benefiting from the efforts of the academy.